Mark, thanks for joining us. Lay out your thesis here. How much of this downgrade is about competition and how much of it is about other things like the limitations on ad targeting thanks to Apple?
Yeah, sure. I think first off, it's really about their core business, which is, been DR. The majority of Facebook revenue has been driven by DR, and they've had a massive competitive advantage. Both themselves and Google have had, essentially an SDK in every app, known to man, and they've been able to leverage that with, very strong ROAS. And I think what happened here recently with Apple IDFA and with iOS 14.5 is it really put a kink in that armor. And we've seen, essentially ROAS come down pretty considerably. And I think the pricing that Facebook is trying to sort of press at that lower ROAS is having a difficult uptake. So it first starts with the, core business, which is DR. The other piece of their business, which is more focused competitively with, as you mentioned, the TikToks, the Snapchats, YouTube, Shorts, short videos, that is a little more at par, if you will, with those platforms, and particularly with the higher prices that Facebook is pressing here today. So competitively, we're seeing those names that you mentioned come more into focus today, and advertisers have a little bit more leverage, I think, on Facebook than they've had, on the advertisers in the past with those options.
Now, Mark, we just spent our last segment talking about antitrust risk to the tech giants. How much does the regulatory scrutiny of Facebook come into play in your downgrade?
Very little. I think we've kind of gone through the regulatory side of the equation multiple different ways, and if you break up this company and separate Instagram and Facebook, I think you still have the two largest ad platforms, if you will, out there. I think what's a bit more of a nuance to that argument now is sort of how DR will play out over the ensuing months with the lower ROAS that they're offering. And personally, I think Facebook has a bit of a transition to work through here on with this IDFA initiative.